dismantle the traps you will encounter on your journey. Apron strings. I begin on the sofa, unable to find a reason to get up. I am rescued by a pumpkin and by apron strings. August 2018, 9:15 a.m. On the sofa, and I can't get up. I call you to tell you that I cannot write, and you tell me how I've got up off the sofa before and spoon my sentences back to me, reheated. And there's the pumpkin over there, curing on the sunny windowsill. The grazes on its skin from the rough paving outside have hardened and scarred over. A protective dressing. Auto amour. 9:27 a.m. In the kitchen, I look at my knives. I take the heaviest in my hand and let its weight drop onto the green exterior of the pumpkin that I placed on the wooden chopping board. It is very hard, difficult to cut. I grip the handle firmly and push down, flexing my biceps. The blade slices through the flesh suddenly, shockingly. Each piece rocks back on the board, bright orange. 7:18 p.m. I put on an apron and stand one leg on the grey veneer IKEA coffee table. The table is in front of a large mirror that hangs behind the sofa, and I look at myself. I feel like I'm planting a flag on a mountain. Big dick energy. I take a photograph. Underneath the apron, which I'm wearing tied tight and close to my body so it resists my expanding chest as I breathe, are baggy trousers and a men's short-sleeved shirt. After looking at the photo on the phone screen, I return to the kitchen and melt a sliver of blue cheese into double cream and check on the pumpkin. 7:59 p.m. Back on the sofa. Soft now, the orange pumpkin slices fan out on the white plate. Blue cream partly covers them like sheets sliding off a bed. Do you have positive feelings about aprons? Yes and no. Strings. The erotics of tying my apron strings tightly. I prefer aprons made from pliable cotton cloth. After experimentation, I find I need fabric soft enough to wrap round my body and then bind it, an embrace for which stiffer fabrics won't do. I fold up a little of the lower half of the apron to make a corset and pull the strings taut, cinching in. As I cook, the dig of strings into my skin reminds me to keep thinking with my body. Strings under tension bring me back here again, here again, here again, now again, now. Long ago, tying an apron felt like tying myself up, and not in a way I would have chosen. Aprons are still threaded through with the image of natural feminine destiny, the kind that makes me uncomfortable, that makes me feel like running away. Cut your apron strings. I find pleasure in the movement between masculine and feminine, a perpetual undoing. Clothes underneath constrained by the apron ties on top. I need to occupy more than one position at the same time, to construct a superposition of both and neither, and then something else too, an opening elsewhere. I find myself in the unresolved movement between different gendered styles. An outfit that is always undoing itself is the best one for me, and for my inquiries in the kitchen. My apron strings return me to my body in the ways I want them to, a binding I have chosen to play with. They maintain the possibility of both. And here I am. I've been here in the kitchen for 10 years or more, tying and untying the strings, wearing an apron and making it disappear, at the same time, trying to weave a different kind of apron. The illusion of essentialized gender shatters for me before I am familiar with the language that dismantles the concept. I feel it. The impulse to break up a sentence in which I cannot see myself and which cannot accommodate the ways I want to move my shoulders. Then philosopher Judith Butler gives me the words to describe my untying of gender as an identity instituted through a stylized repetition of acts.